Hi, everybody. There were some words said right before I cut. Hi. Hello.
Oh, I fucked up. I should
What'd you
be
fuck
on the
up?
other side, shouldn't I?
No, it's okay. We're not on this cam for very long.
Well,
We're gonna
but
switch.
I mean, I'm on the other side, aren't I?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to it. Tuesday, it's still fresh in the mind.
Tuesday. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're switching the butthole cameras.
Hey,
real quick.
Hey, you want to play a game? You want to play a game?
What game?
The game's called "If I Touch My Camera Right Now, Will It Drop?" What's your bet?
100%, 1000%.
I'm gonna say 1,000,000%. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. There it goes.
There it goes.
Easy money.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That
sure.
was 1,000 I put.
I'm pretty sure all those times that Grayson knocked it over has just wrecked that USB. I'm tempted to pry it open and see if I can fix it because it is like a $150 webcam, and it is a really good webcam.
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy's back. Daddy's coming.
Folks,
I'm
this
coming.
is Tuesday.
I'm coming.
We're coming
I'm
in hot. Karen and I just
Hurry up.
finished moving some more stuff over to the new apartment, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat dinner late, and so she cooked dinner really fast, and I was sitting here. I came over here to eat dinner, and Ian's also sitting here in the pre-roll room. We're not on mic together, but we're both just sitting here
Just
on
looking at
camera,
each other.
looking at each other eating.
Yeah, that's
And it was
so
quite good.
Halucha, in my defense, okay, $150 webcam, but I do use it like 5 hours a week. I do use it 5 hours a week, and it is a very good webcam. It's an Elgato face cam. It's surprisingly worth
you know
it.
how much this Elmo webcam was?
$30.
Well, the one I'm using currently, I think, was like 20. No, I think it was like $40 because it was working, and then the one I just bought was $30 because it said untested. But it is Elmo brand. Elmo.
Yeah, high screen coder.
So I'm gonna put these up in the new office.
I did see your title. Watch two guys kiss. We're gonna make the world's first LGBTQIA dwarf fortress.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what's gonna happen?
I'm
Remember-
just, you know.
Do you remember? Sorry, Dwarf Boys flashback. But do you remember? I was thinking about this the other day. How we had that run basically ended with us having a fortress of like 100 people, and 98 of them were werewolves. Or it was were-elk.
No,
They were
were-elks.
were-elk. Yes, they were were-elks, and we were like, it was so cool. We hit this point where we were like, you know, it's really only disruptive one day a month, so we should just let it happen. And
I know
was
it got
great.
pretty intense, and then everyone died. Okay, let me cut over here. We are. Why is the game not showing up? Because God hates us.
God hates you. That's right.
Oh, you know why? I still have your SRT. That's fine.
Oh, you cummy little boy.
What'd you call me? Jesus. Okay. We're here, and so I created a world already.
Awesome.
It is the world of, I think this one. I actually have no idea which one I made. It does not
It's probably
say.
the one.
Probably
this is
two,
region
right?
1, region 2. Yeah, probably 2.
No, but you know what? I genuinely remember this being my. Anyways.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would not imagine it to. build
Well,
a team
it'll show
first.
my previous game here if it is the wrong
When was the last time you played Dwarf Fortress? Oh, we're playing Adventure Mode. That's right.
Yes,
what is
we're gonna play
Adventure?
adventure mode. Music can be turned down a bit. We'll do. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I had it up because of.
Yeah, can you? If you could turn your voice down too. Just go ahead and mute your microphone. I got it from here.
Okay.
You can't see it, but they're saying in chat, Will should be quiet.
Oh, are they?
Oops, they're saying quiet the mustache. Yeah.
Quiet the. Oh, muting instead. I haven't played in a while. We played a long time ago, and then we played this, and then God damn it! Just skip tutorial. Okay, cool. Turn the title back.
Shut up.
How dare you? Okay. Going back in. We haven't played in a while. I haven't played in a while. I don't even know like the state of Dwarf Fortress right now, other than it being on Steam.
I think it's
and
good.
pretty good, and people like it.
I mean, I think that's it, right? I don't know. They've probably been releasing small updates. I don't think they've released a big update. They've probably just been working on adventure. But to be fair, it's solid, right?
Yeah.
The game's solid.
Look at this cute little frog guy.
Look at Untitled Goose Game in the background.
Oh yeah,
Next
right
to
here.
Dobby.
Next to Dobby. Okay. Adventurer, choose your Destiny. Destiny 2. Jake.
We probably have to pick chosen because it says for the most direction.
You have a supernatural parent or patron who is always involved.
I think that means it's somebody being like, "Hey, you should go over here. You should go over there." I think that's what we should go with.
Okay. I'm a cute
Sweet
little
Coder,
frog guy.
what's the difference between Dwarf Fortress and DF Hack?
DF Hack is the non-Steam version, right?
Excuse me, is your name Squid Coder? I'm trying to interact with our fan in the chat. I'm sorry, Squid Coder. Please excuse him. I know you're a first-time chatter. He's not normally like this.
Long-time caller.
Yeah, he just ate. He's still a little hungry. I apologize for him.
You know what?
Goblin
Okay.
Boy?
Goblins live in the indicated... Oh, it says where they live. I think we should go dwarf. If only to be
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. On
fair.
brand.
On brand. I'm from... I misread that. From Cuthomder, the North Empire.
Cthulhu.
Cuthomder.
Oh, gotcha. DF Hack. Oh, DF Hack has a... I think I do remember reading that
it is on
DF Hack
Steam.
supports Steam version now. Because I remember using it when I played OGDF. What do you think that's called? OGDF? Is there a term for it?
I think it's Dwarf Fortress and then like Steam Dwarf Fortress.
DF2K?
Original flavor.
a newly minted Hearth person.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay.
Front
I just won't read
compound, rear compound.
Oh, that's your name.
Yeah, it shows my name. Simo Wispincussith.
Can I just say,
Yes.
one thing I don't like about Dwarf Fortress is why by default they give you each dwarf like multiple names. I hate that. Like they did it with your character, right?
Right, it's because it's your name and then what that name means in Dwarvish.
I just
I think
hate
is
that
what
that's
it is.
on by default because it always made it so difficult
Oh,
to like,
classic
follow dwarfs. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like Stone
classic
Sense.
game.
That's the 3D one, right? I remember looking at that before this came out.
I'll look it up.
for
That does sound familiar.
that original Dwarf Fortress video we made. You are newly minted hearth person of the great stretchy
yeah, I've seen that. Stone
grain
Sense is
organ
cool.
in strong fare, a human
Can I read
town.
this now? Can I
Yes.
read this? Can I read this?
Yeah.
Thank you. You are a newly minted Earth person of the great Strutty Glenorgan in Strongfair, a human town. Destiny is calling. You are a dubious worshipper of Gunga, the human god of mist, and you belong to the Veiled Doctrine. Get into it. I miss acting.
You know, you say that, but
I've
Never
never acted. We should do more acting. We had fun
I'm
at
saying
X5.
I wrote a really good idea in our chat with Chris today, and I think it would be very funny.
as that, yes.
Actually,
I would 100%
I,
do that.
I don't necessarily
What
you.
if it's all three of us? What if it's all three
I
of
was
us?
thinking all three of us, but I was also thinking, or that's funny, but I was thinking if we just rotated who was it every
Yes, I was just about to say that. Yeah, because
but I was also-
it's like a bomber jacket with the fur, baseball cap, sunglasses, and a cigar.
I was thinking we should, if I could put together a set for that, and like you fly up and we shoot like a bunch of episodes or something.
Shoot all of it. I mean, if
think
you
that-
wanted to, but it's also
I think
we could
it'd be
just
much
do it
better in
remote,
person.
you know. Oh yeah, probably yeah. It's just a
okay.
lot of effort. That's all.
Yeah, I think we could get like do like shoot a season, so like 6 episodes or something, you know. Okay. Do I need to
Yeah.
do anything here? I'm a mace dwarf. I think it
You should just click accept attribute and skills.
Yeah, I think it did all of it for me. Unless I have more. I guess I only get one. Competent.
I think yeah, I'm leaning towards for the sake of the stream. Because we could spend an hour here. I think we've got
Appearance. I have a very long beard, is braided. Fully
it.
randomized.
Can I handle this real quick? Sorry, I don't. I know I just said we're spending too long here, but his very long beard is braided. His sideburns are clean shaven. His long mustache is neatly combed. His very long hair is neatly combed. His thin hair is like eyes and eyes are so sunken. His nose is quite long. His nose bridge is concave. He has a roach. His beard and ears are tall. His he took. His hair is brown. His hair is bent bone. His eyelashes are somewhat short. A short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. That's from Dwarf Fortress.
Christ. You want to read this one too?
No. Oh, just sorry. I was looking at the right and I was like, how do I read a list? And then I was like, dear. I'll just read the green one. Can I?
Wow, racist.
He personally thinks the quest for knowledge is a delusional fantasy, considers craftsdwarfship to be relatively worthless, and doesn't think one way or the other about leisure time. He dreams of raising a family.
Thank you,
Gandalf?
No, you sounded like, God, what is, I can't think of his name.
I can't think of it either.
The Planet Earth guy. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Premium and classic. I do like that. It's great better. Oh, Attenborough.
Attenborough, thank you. I was trying to think of Richard Attenborough,
his brother.
but it's his brother, and then it would lead me to David Attenborough, but we didn't get it.
I do a detour at Paul F. Tompkins on Comedy Bang Bang because that's one of his characters.
Oh, he does one? Oh, that's
I
pretty
don't know if it's Richard Attenborough, but he plays David Attenborough's brother, and he talks about how he has to do the smaller jobs and all that.
Jesus. Okay. I think
we're good. I think we're good.
Ready to adventure. Go.
Ugh. Richard E. Grant. That's who I was thinking of, Halucha. That's who I was channeling.
Robert E. Lee?
No, Richard E. Grant.
Robert E. Lee.
I'm trying to think of how to tell you who Richard E. Grant is, other than if you've ever seen With Nail and Eye.
No. Okay, you finally got your equipment together, such as it is. Now it's time for your action and adventure. In the rush of excitement, you've forgotten where you're going to go. A foolhardy soul might try to rescue the children that have been kidnapped. Perhaps some of your friends here have ideas. Before you begin travels, we'll familiarize you with the basic controls.
Oh, real quick. The UI's different. I mean, I know it is a different mode, but I was not expecting it to be that different.
Oh, look
You
at
got
this
a
little
character
portrait of me.
Got a bunch of icons in the lower left. You got stuff in the bottom. You got a song.
You know, we should pop
in
into fortress mode after this. Just
Yeah,
see
we could.
what
We
I
could.
can check in on my
I do
fortress. Your view is focused on the elevation at a time. To move the camera around, hold the middle mouse button and drag the view. Woo! Woo!
Whoa!
No.
I bet this is good on Steam Deck adventure mode because there's less building, you know.
Yeah. You can with the V hotkey. You can recenter with the V hotkey or clicking the recenter button down here. You can zoom in and out of the play area.
V-hockey.
Oh, control.
Hey man, you got any V-hockey?
Oh, it's so dang.
You holding any hockey?
Hey man, you got any V hotkey?
V-hockey.
Every creature in adventure mode moves simultaneously. Once you initiate movement, player will advance. Blah blah blah. Easiest way to move is to left click in the play field. Wait. Oh, that's.
Oh, it's a roguelike. Got it.
If you right click in the play area, you'll open a context sensitive menu of action. Let's right click. I jump. Whoa, I did a whole jump and everyone's applauding. That's crazy. If you right click on the play area, you'll open a context sensitive menu. Let's select a destination more carefully. Oh, it wanted me to move. One creature will be standing a tile at a time. You can alternate between standing and prone position by clicking the indicated button or pressing S.
Oh. Bottom center right is the button that's flashing. Just FYI.
Okay.
You are not prone. click to go prone.
You can set your gait, speed, and other movement options by clicking the indicated button or pressing M. Indicated button.
M for gate. Got it.
M
for gate.
If you have a numpad, you can move one tile at a time by pressing 8, 2, 4, 6 in that order. If you want to move
that's
carefully,
nice.
confirm your selection. You can press Alt 8. When flying, use Shift 8, Control, Copy U. You can click the indicated button or press Z to view your character's status.
When flying, talk about a tease.
You can click the indicated button or press Q to view your log. Click the indicated button or press I to view and interact with the warning carried items. Everyone in chat, remember all this. You can click the indicated button or press G to interact with nearby objects and environments. Right-click on people to initiate conversations. Congratulations. Oh, conversations. Like movement take place over time. You can click the indicated button and press X to butcher a carcass or to engage in crafting activities. You can strike, wrestle, or shoot. You can click the indicated button and press Y to yield in combat. Q to draw your bow. A to view the message log. There's a lot more to learn. Click the help button.
Hey,
Remember,
question.
losing is fun.
What do you think's going on in the top left?
Up here?
No, top left.
Oh, over here? Oh, over here? Oh, over here?
Yes. The top left.
Sorry, I couldn't remember
It's kind of weird.
what direction
Kinda look
I
at
was.
Hey, I got this. I got this.
Greetings, I am Kamka, and I have chosen you as my instrument of mist. The remnants of creation, Elderstone, belong with my followers. The veiled doctrine. Seek out Sethire pleat embraced in the shine of shadows, and fulfill your destiny.
I hate you. Okay, we gotta go to Kathir Pleat Embraced. Okay, bud. You will have to leave the structure first before you can travel. Try to make your way out of the settlement.
Greetings, I am Kamka, and I have chosen you as my instrument of mist.
Jesus. Whoa, whoa! Kamka shapeshifting. What's going on here, Kamka?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you're hovering over people outside the frame.
Oh, it's these people are all talking at the same time.
Oh. Well, fuck these people. I don't like that.
I don't need to know. Elf Trader. Oh, where's Lacey Winter Scorches? I cannot give in to
Oh,
sad-
lacy winter scorches. So I like to call her fire breeches. Lacy fire breeches. Lingerie.
I love lingerie. Holy moly.
Oh, there's the outdoor stockpile. That's for sure.
Dance, dry, dog's tooth. It's a
You
type
feel the
of
pull? Sense the
grass.
direction.
Take your pants off, feel your ass. It's the
You
big
okay, bud?
outdoors.
Sorry. What? Singing They Might Be Giants.
Who is that?
You never heard of They Might Be Giants?
No.
They're a weird band that's been around since the 90s, and they have a little bit of a cult following. I was a big fan of them in like middle school, high school. They've got some good songs.
Are they like real big fish?
A little bit similar, but weirder.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just hard to describe, you know. You ever heard that song Istanbul, not Constantinople?
No.
It's Istanbul, Constantinople.
Whoa, look at this map. Oh, wait. Whoa. This is your ventures log. It functions as an encyclopedia. Events, people, seats, groups. Bestiary.
That's probably a little different
Isn't
from
that
an
illegal?
encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Pedoa. Encyclopedia. Give me
You got it. You got it, bud.
I'm so close. It's Pedoa. I don't think it's possible, to be honest with you.
I don't think it is either. I'm 78 years old. I disdain knowledge. That's true. I do disdain knowledge.
That's young for a dwarf, though, right? What are dwarves' age? 250?
Yeah, they get pretty old.
Okay, so
Ooh,
let me
build
do
coming
math.
soon.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's say average human age at this time. I'm gonna go easy on me. I'm gonna say it's probably like 60-ish, which is 60 times 4. It's about 250. So if I do, would you say 70? You're 70 what? How old are
78.
you? 78 divide by 4 gets me. I've been drinking, so that gets me about 19.
19. Okay. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I don't know. I keep dropping frames. I apologize, people. Just noticed.
Dropping frames in Obis.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Well, it's probably the game crunching. Like every time you take a step, it's crunching. You know.
True. Okay, where do I need to go? I have to go...
You serve the Veiled Doctrine.
We can offer service to the Veiled Doctrine. I gotta ask people where that is.
And it's but look in the box top right. It says West Arrow. West.
Is that what that means? West Arrow?
I think so.
Let me just ask this guy.
Read.
Oh.
Oh, you can say. Oh.
Maybe I should go ask Kamka.
Hey, Kamka, sup?
Continue conversation. What is it called? Veiled? The Veil. Oh,
Veiled.
VI.
Yep, that's how you spell it. Oh no, go back. It was VIE. You had it right the first time.
No, I did not. Trim.
I've been drinking. Hey, guess what I'm drinking? You want to see?
Let's see.
That's what I'm drinking.
What are you drinking? A little snowman?
No, it's a little Star Wars grenade.
Oh yeah. It's funny you went to Galactic Empires, Galaxy's Edge, because I'm
Galaxy's Edge.
going there next month.
Oh, it was cool. It was cool. Guess what's in here?
Coca-Cola.
Gator wine.
Gator wine. Damn.
Yeah, it was fun.
How do I click on these?
When are you guys going? Are you guys going to Animal Kingdom too? Because that's the only one we haven't been to.
I'm not sure what we're doing.
Of the
It's
Disney's.
a bunch of my family, my side of the family. My parents are getting an Airbnb in Orlando, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, so we'll like do stuff and go." So they're planning on going to Disney one day, and I think we're doing the Magic Kingdom that day, and then Karen and I
okay.
might go back and just do like Galaxy's Edge.
I would say it's worth going. I don't know that I would do more than that, but yeah, it's worth going. I would say it's well done.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and ask Kamka where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a good trip. We did spring for the Lightning Pass, which was worth it. So we were able to ride both the Star Wars rides.
Yeah, that seems nice. That guy was
God, this-
yelling about tripe.
The if I may real quick, because this does relate to video games and we don't have local chat this week, or I should say special local chat this week. So one of them is called Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, I believe is what it is, and it was the first Star Wars ride. And basically the idea is that you're in a group of 6 people and you've been hired to do a smuggling run. So you have to take off in the Millennium Falcon and go steal stuff from a train and bring it back, right? Like that's the storyline.
Mhm.
So what they do is they have a fake Millennium Falcon cockpit, and they put you in there, and there's 6 seats. There's 3 rows of 2, and the front 2 are the pilots, so they have pilot controls, which as far as I could tell was just like left, right, up, down. The middle 2 are like the gunners, so they're pressing like shoot buttons, and the back 2 are the engineers who are supposed to like fix stuff, which means press the flashing buttons.
Mhm.
And so Maggie and I ended up in a group, and it was like this like 10-year-old girl and her mom in the front, 2 middle-aged ladies in front of us, and then me and Maggie in the back. and And basically the way the ride is you're sitting in the cockpit, there's a giant screen in front of you. And then from what I can tell, it's basically just like one of those mall simulators where it's just on a bunch of hydraulics. So it's just like shaking you a lot, right? But it's pretty well done. But basically that's the concept of the ride. You're not really going anywhere. You're just in like this thing that's shaking and there's lights and buttons for you to interact with. But it was so much fun because like literally when we got in the group, the mom was like, "Does anybody else want to be the pilot?" And we're like, "No." And she goes, "Okay." And her daughter had done it before, but she hadn't. And like this guy was like, "Okay, you guys ready to fly?" And he goes, and he's like, points at one of them. He's like, "You're in charge of up, down. You're in charge of left, right." And they're like, "Okay." They get in there, and like the ride starts, and they're like, "Okay, here we go. We're taking off." And you fly up in the air, and then they're like, "Pilot, make sure not to hit that pillar." And there's this big pillar, and the mom immediately steers us into the pillar, and the whole ride just goes, and it just shakes violently, and we're all just like, ah! And all these alarms go off, and as the engineer, all these buttons start flashing because we got damaged, and I have to smash the buttons. And the rest of the ride was like that, just people having no idea what's going on. The ride is happening, but at the same time, every opportunity gives us control. We're doing the wrong thing and just slamming into stuff. And it was just like chaotic 3 minutes of fun. It was really good. So
Damn.
highly recommend that one. That one was just like weird fun. It was cool.
Oh god.
It also felt like playing a co-op game with your family where everybody's just yelling and being like, "I don't know what's happening, but push the button," not like angrily, but just like, "Oh, it's chaos." It was pretty fun.
I want to. Did you see the like make your own lightsaber spot? I want to know. Like I heard it's
I
neat.
did.
It's just a little expensive, I think.
It's
But
like
apparently it's fun.
$200, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, honestly,
It's
that's
worth
not
it.
that's not as bad as I thought.
It's not worth it.
It could be.
Let me look up the price. I did see it. It's basically a little store, and if you go through the lightsaber experience, I think you have to book it ahead of time as well, or at least it was available for the Lightning Pass. And I think you just go in there, and they're like, "Oh, pick this, pick that," and then they give like a 5-minute speech, and then you do it. So it's not even that big of an experience per se. The big problem though is the price, basically.
How do I? Oh, wait, did that not work? I don't understand how having conversation. Directions
220
where?
plus tax.
Yeah, that's might be a
plus
little
tax.
much.
That's for the experience,
Oh, here we go.
and it gets you the basic lightsaber, and I think you can put on top of that as well some stuff. But the problem is like our tickets were, I think after tax, our tickets were $190 per person plus $30 for Lightning Pass, which I would consider mandatory unless you want to sit in 2-hour lines for every single ride. So you're already spending $220 per person to get into the park, plus food and stuff and parking on top of that. It's just like it hits a point where it's like it's not worth spending that much for a lightsaber,
Yeah, I was
would save that
hoping
money.
it was
There's
a little cheaper, but
They had a lot of other really cool stuff. They had a cool Rogue Squadron helmet. They have a whole bunch of really cool merchandise in there that you could spend money on instead.
yeah, that sounds better.
Skip the blue milk. The blue milk wasn't worth it. It was basically just like a citrus berry smoothie that wasn't very good. Don't get the churros. We got a churro. Maggie really wanted a churro. She hunts down the churro. We get the churro. We bite into it. It's the worst fucking churro we've ever had. It was like stale and undercooked. It was terrible.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Hollywood Tower of Terror was terrifying. If you're into rides like that, it's great. If you're not, it's horrible.
Absolutely not. Sorry, not to go back to the game. This is the slowest game I've ever played.
Yeah, but the other thing is that every time you move, it's popping conversation.
I mean, it's simulating so much.
I don't.
It's crazy.
I love Dwarf Fortress. This looks like dog shit compared to Caves of Cud. Like the UI looks great, it looks great, but watching you interact with it, I have zero desire to play adventure mode now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's. What do you mean no?
You don't have to apologize for it.
No, I can see this being a lot of fun for the right person, is what I mean.
Yeah, it's just, but it's definitely one of those things where you have to stomach a lot of bullshit here to get to it. Whereas Caves of Cud, it feels like a lot easier to get into, not because it's an easier game or less of a game, but they just smoothed everything around it. Like this is a perfect example of UX, user experience. User experience here, not great. Right.
It's not like this is a much more complicated game than Caves of Cud on like a lot of levels, on most levels probably, but it's not like, do I need this?
You know, you say that, and I don't think you're wrong, but in adventure mode, like if you didn't know that behind the scenes, would you really think that this is more complicated than Caves of Cud based on what you're currently playing? I don't think I would.
I mean, I think I would a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just mean like in terms of what you're seeing and interacting with and able to do. It's one of those things where it's like, sure, it has more, but is it worth it when the experience is like this?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I also don't think this is finished as well.
Hey, if you want to, we could flip over to Fortress mode. You could show me Fortress.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
check that out.
How do I know which direction I'm walking? Like, is north always up?
Well, okay, so top left says northwest. If you move... Oh, that's handy. I think north is always up.
Gotcha. Man, this is just...
So yeah, let's just go to west, southwest. Crazy. What if you click on a far distant place and say, take me there, instead of doing it piece by piece?
Can I... Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Like, click on the...
Oh, God, those are all the things that happened. Keep track. In the beginning, you'll probably find it. Okay, where am I? I'm here? Is that what that's telling me? Oh. Sites. Do I have the veiled... Let's start with the T. The Merc of Rock.
Are you looking at the right place? Like what? Like, you know, it says multiple words. Oh, those are all fortresses. Well, I guess they're towns too, and hillocks, and retreats, and lairs.
West, southwest. People. Okay, I'm gonna
Be
do
groups.
Cheeky thing here and hit fortress mode.
Yeah.
Fortress mode.
I feel like this feels like, I feel like you would need to watch about 5 hours of YouTube tutorial videos before you could really dive into it and appreciate it.
I think so. Okay, let's continue an active game. No.
Let the record show that was 30 minutes.
What was 30 minutes?
It was 30 minutes before you gave up on the game.
That's okay. What's wrong with that?
I'm just, you know, next time somebody talks about my 15-minute stream of the finals.
Listen, you will never live that down.
God. And it's like the thing that makes me pissed off was that was my like third or fourth time playing it and my second stream of it. So it wasn't even the first stream that I did of it. And it deserved that 15-minute stream. That game, man. So much wasted potential with that game.
People seem to like it.
Yeah, but people aren't playing it.
I thought it was... Is it not doing well? I thought that was...
Oh, no, it's not doing well at all. I'll look up Steam charts right now.
Oh,
I would be surprised if it has more than 5,000 players right now.
I'm thinking
I would be surprised if it has more than 1,000 players.
I'm thinking of Valorant. That's what I'm thinking of.
It has just under 10,000 people playing it as of 30 minutes ago.
Damn, that's less than Arma Reforger.
Yeah, what's Armor Reforger at? Oh, actually, Armor Forger's at 5,600. But you know what's wild? I don't know if you've noticed this, but Armor Reforger is popping off on like all of social media,
Yeah.
and and nobody has mentioned the finals in months.
Well, it's because your average Joe is seeing like. I
Arma for
assume
the
most
first
people
time.
on consoles are seeing Arma and being like, "Oh, there's like a weird third-party first-person, like a Call of Duty sort of game coming out. Let me play that."
It is weird though that they are like, I would have expected them to immediately bounce off of that game, but for some reason those Call of Duty kids and bros are actually like giving the game a shot, and they're really enthralled by it, and that's what's drawing them in. You know what I mean? Like Arma's pretty off-putting. It's not to that crowd because it's not quick respawn, etc. But
It's
they're
my,
they're all like, I hopped in, I joined these bros, we drove around for 45 minutes, and then I died to a random RPG, best game ever. And it's like, really? Like, I'm just surprised they're giving the game that much time,
yeah.
you know? So it's a good sign. It's just surprising. I would not have expected that from that community.
It's good.
We gotta play more Reforger.
I thought my old games aren't in here. Which I guess maybe there was some point where they were like, "Oh, your old stuff doesn't work anymore."
They wiped it?
Maybe. But yeah.
No, you
it's
want a
not in
different
here anymore.
Steam account?
No, same Steam account. It would be my cloud saves.
Yeah.
I haven't uninstalled
But
it.
that's the only other thing I can think of is different Steam account.
Well, don't think. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I booted up my Steam Deck the other day, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
looking at stuff, and then I saw people online. I'm like, what is? I like had nicknamed someone. I was like, I don't remember nicknaming this person. I like looked at their profile. I was like, who is this? And then I went, oh, I'm on Karen's profile. So I had to log out. But I was just like really confused.
That happened to me the other day because I logged into my Xbox and I went to launch a game, and it was like, you don't own this game. You don't own this game. I was like, what do you mean I don't own this game? And then I looked at it and I had logged into your fucking profile. Because for some reason, your profile is first on my Xbox now.
You can pull it off if you want. I don't
Oh, well,
care.
no, because then next year you're going to show up and log in again to it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's on
That's
both. It's on both. One of the Xboxes, my One X, has both you and Karen logged into it.
That's weird.
Anyways, we're making a new.
Yeah, I'm just finding a spot to jump in. Actually, you know what I could do? I could reclaim a spot.
What happens in reclaim? These are ones that you can reclaim, ones that are already in the world,
Yeah.
or these ones that were yours that got destroyed.
No, these are just ones in the world. Oh, it is
Oh,
not.
I didn't know you could do that. Well, I think it's because you were generating in the
We're
background
back.
already.
We're back.
Yeah. Now reclaim.
One
Reclaim.
down there.
Reclaim.
Armor shocked. I like that. And so these aren't ones that I made, obviously. These are ones that were generated.
Yeah. See, I didn't realize you could reclaim generate. I thought it was only reclaim once you'd previously retired.
I know. A dwarven outpost. You have arrived. Strike the earth. Armor shock. Damn. Okay, let's zoom
Cool.
out a
Nice
little
little
bit.
courtyard. What is? Whoa. Whoa. What is that? Is that just a
That-
ramp?
That's the ramp they
That's
built
it?
all the way up. Or is that down?
No, it's down.
I
It's
went down. Sorry.
Damn, they really didn't have much here, did they?
Well, it's also a
But at least
ruin.
they got.
But yeah, you're
Yeah.
kind of right.
They've got that Was that a stockpile in the courtyard, or no? Little, or is that a?
What is it?
Yeah, I got a little building in the courtyard.
This stuff's all locked. Yeah, this is trade
Well, you can.
depot.
Yeah. You can unlock that stuff.
And I have not played this game in a minute.
Oh,
I might
man,
have
now
to.
I kind of want to play.
I might have to watch it. You know, I was thinking that I've been waning on Captain. Actually, you're gonna hate me. I've been really thinking about playing Minecraft.
You have been playing Minecraft. I saw you playing it recently.
No, I haven't been playing. I spun up a server on this HP and I was making sure it was connected.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was doing because, and then I saw someone else
What did you talk to Save Data about the community server?
No, I haven't hit them up about it yet. This was separate because I really wanted to do survival mode because I was watching someone play it and I was like, there's so much shit they added to Minecraft in the past 5 years.
And I've never beaten it either.
And I've, to be frank, to be Will, I have never beaten it either.
Yeah.
So I was
I think we should try and get that community survival server going because that would be cool. The other thing I was thinking about was Skyblocks. Skyblocks was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. The only problem is, I think I kind of want to play it not like I would want to run a community server in like creative or something, but then I want an offline game that's like.
You know, you say that, but the thing about survival is I always burn out because there's this point where I'm like, oh shit, now I got to spend an hour like gathering wood or whatever. And I think if you have a good survival server, they can take a lot of that menial stuff out. Like there's always going to be a stockpile of wood somewhere, so it'll help you get through it. You know.
Yeah, I think my problem is I don't like playing that way. Like that was the reason I hated when we did that Terraria game because I would log in and like there was so much stuff done and I was like, I don't know like even what to do now. Like I wouldn't log in and use other people's stuff, you know.
Yeah,
but that's a me problem.
That's fair. But I don't think Minecraft necessarily has that problem per se though, because at least on most of the servers I've played, the communal stuff is usually just like the basic supplies. Like if people find diamonds, they hoard it to themselves. So it's like they're not going to technologically leap and you log in and you have diamond armor waiting for you. It's more like, you know, hey, somebody's already planted a wheat field or whatever, and here's some bread if you need it. You know, it's like basic stuff. So like you're right. I just think something about Minecraft in a community server where it's not like Factorial where you log in and there's a bunch of technology unlocked. You still have to earn the good stuff for yourself.
But we'll see. I might rebuild the server next week. I was watching a whole guide of installing like Debian on these elite desks, and then I can run Plex on that.
Well, just do like TrueNAS or Unraid. Because I wouldn't install straight Debian. I would install TrueNAS or Unraid because that'll let you do containers and stuff, and it's a nice front end. And those run on Debian anyways. So
it was just a guide I was watching, which because I don't like my NAS is fine. I can just experiment all with this.
Yeah, but I just mean like TrueNAS and Unraid are just like really nice web-based front ends to then install any container Linux apps you want, etc.
Yeah.
I don't have to use it as a NAS.
Yeah, no, I know that. I think Debian was the base, and then it was some other program that had all those containers that he installed. I just don't know what it was called. Probably along those lines.
Open Media Vault?
No, I literally had the video on mute, so I just don't know what it was.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But then he like installed Crafty, which is the Minecraft server backend.
Yeah. Because you can just run. You just run. VMs and containers on there because TrueNAS scale is what I have on my NAS and it works pretty well.
Wait, how do I make you mine? You gonna auto mine? People can walk down these, right? Yeah, they're ramps.
Maybe. Are they all properly connected? I would start higher up and just start. Either that or just make a new staircase.
Guess I kind of like this.
The slope?
Yeah, it's a nice way to get in. Okay. Establish meeting area. Set digging orders. Man, this is okay, you are selected to do that. Miners. I'm gonna make every. Oh, maybe not the woodcutter. Stonecrafter, mine. Mason, go mine. Expedition leader, go mine. And then stairs, we do mining. Dig a stairwell. Click. And actually, I shouldn't do that big.
I'm gonna
Let's
dig
do-
a stairwell.
Is it 2x2? Good stairwell?
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. Oh. Why is that stuff wet?
Okay, let's not go so deep.
Jesus.
Let's go. Let's meet it there.
Tell you what, the nice thing about Disney World though was we did a day trip. So we just left at like 7:30 in the morning, got there at 9:40, then left there at like 6, got home by like 8:30.
Ooh,
So
that's nice.
It's basically like it averages out to about 2 hour 15. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. But yeah, that was the first time we've done a day trip all the way down there because Disney is further south than Orlando, and it worked out pretty well. So now we know whenever we want to go to the park or whatever, we can just do it as a day trip instead of having to like stay overnight or something.
That's nice. Yeah, I haven't been in a long time, so I'm excited to go check some stuff out.
There's
there's
supposed to be a lot of cool stuff in Orlando too. Like I've been making a list like anime shops, Gundam shops, various different like good restaurants down there now that we haven't been to. I've got a list of like 20 places in Orlando that we want to visit.
Yeah, there's some go-kart place my brother found. There's some air museum my dad found, I think.
Ooh, haven't heard of that one.
That we might go to. Look at my little dwarves working hard. What the heck are you?
Hit the rock, hit it all that day.
Clicky.
What is it? How do I?
Don't you click? Don't you click?
I'm clicking on it.
Or is it a right click? I forget what it is. Are you can't click? Maybe it's control or something? Man, we haven't played this.
I know. Isn't there a look? Why can't I look at you? Well, it tells me when I look at you, but don't tell me when I look at. Oh, there you are, Magma Crab.
Magma crab.
Where did you come from, Magma Crab? Oh, there
Where
we
did
go.
you go?
Oh, he was technically a Z down. That's why it wouldn't let me click on him. Where'd you come from, Magma?
That remind me.
Magma Crab?
When you went to this here
Fartress, didn't it say that it was like overrun by fire or something?
Yeah, but we don't pay attention to that shit.
Hey, you know what shit we should pay attention to? I think you need a well. First fucking fortress.
Wells are for
God.
losers. I'm not actually playing this properly.
I know. It's okay. I believe in you.
I'm gonna go to Caves of Cud in 12 minutes.
I believe in you, little boy. You're gonna grow up big and strong someday.
It's open space.
Sometimes I think about my Dwarf Fortress.
Oh my
TV show and how
God.
good it would be. Oh, it's probably the cat and the rat, right?
I think those crabs
Or the cat and the
killed
crab.
something. Because the cat and the crab and the silver
Wait,
spoon.
why are you building a well?
Up here. That's where I want it.
Don't you remember?
Oh yeah,
how
I gotta
to
build.
wells?
I gotta dig a hole first, don't I?
No, you gotta build like a room that fills with water, and then you put a ceiling above it, and then a hole that the well drops down.
I mean-
the hole into the room.
I don't have to do that. I can dig down into this water.
Yeah, but aren't you gonna drown that way? Trying to remember like the dig order to not accidentally drown.
It's only if there's like pressure, the water will come up. Because I remember I accidentally flooded when it with like the floodgate thing. Man, this
Yeah.
makes me really want to play Minecraft, Dwarf Fortress now. God damn it.
I did download Planet Coaster. I've been thinking about. I think I got it for like $3 during the Steam sale.
And mid-move, the new Orcs Must Die dropped today.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
On Game Pass, and I was like, "Fuck," because Karen
it's
and
on
I
Game Pass.
played the shit out of the last Orcs Must Die, and then this new one's 4-player too, so Ian can get in on the.
Hey.
Well, actually, Ian, if you can ask Maggie if she wants to get on it, we don't want you to play.
Hey, somebody died.
What do you mean?
Top left. Lower. Left side.
Stray dog has been missing for a
Oh.
week. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and then what was the one above it? Magma crab and the dog. Oh.
Oh, hey, we figured out the mystery. Lord Consort is visiting. Uh-oh. Take me to him.
You bring any women?
Not here anymore.
You bring the car with you.
Okay, let me unlock all this shit.
Hello, 'tis I, Lord Consort. What sort of fortress is this?
Sir, we have got so much fortressing for you to have to be here for.
Yes.
For you.
Well, show me the fortress then. What
Oh.
have you to present me?
Oh. I did that
My
by accident.
Is that a cavern?
Look, there's gonna be a
Oh.
really big hole that I dig. Okay, let's go.
I don't
let's
mean
go.
to worry you, but appear to be people stuck in that hole.
I've abandoned the fortress to ruin. That's Dwarf Fortress.
Caves of good. Caves of
We love
good.
Dwarf Fortress. Don't get me wrong. I really want to relearn how to play it because it's super fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure Blind has thousands more videos now for me to watch.
Who?
The guy who does all the tutorials. Blind. Is it Blind? Yeah, it's Blind, right? Is that his name on YouTube?
Blind?
I think it is. You're really confused.
I really am.
I subscribe to him because I still get his videos popped up. Okay, that was Dwarf Fortress.
Sorry, I'm a
get
little
excited.
distracted. Okay, look.
What'd you
I went
do?
on Twitter, and the
Classic.
first 3 tweets are apparently an F-35 fighter crashed like 52 minutes ago in Alaska.
Wow, at Mount McKinley.
Pilot's okay. Pilot ejected, but there's image of it just falling out of the sky next to the runway. Wild.
Yeah, I do not know what's up with my internet. Seems to be not case of Cud that was
Ooh, another. Oh, this is also breaking from Twitter. Breaking, emergency care is reaching new heights at Baptist Jacksonville and Wolfson Children's Hospital. We're thrilled to announce plans for a state-of-the-art 4-store emergency sherry presidential. I haven't even had that much to drink tonight. I've only had half a Gator one.
Sorry about him, folks.
Hey, this is Colin_D_M on Twitter. The guy working on the like realistic subway builder. He's making good progress. He's posted a bunch of screenshots today. You remember that? I posted it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Like he's using like open maps data to like build a subway builder inside of that, where he's like, you got to build this subway.
Am I like downloading something somewhere? I can think of.
What's wrong? Are you dropping? Oh boy.
It's just my internet keeps. I mean, it's not bad. It's just dropping down to like 4,700 kbps.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It looks fine to me on the,
Yeah,
the
it's just really-
tablet.
Okay. Game's good. Let's just get in there.
Sorry, did you say Caves of Cud or Games Good?
Case of Cud.
Caves of Good, Games Good. Oh, and you got, when you have it up, by the way, I think you have to resend it to me.
Oh, yeah. And I need to show it to everybody as well. Just cooking through it. I'm just too
I was
good,
gonna say,
everybody.
it has like a really good 90s aesthetic to it. Looks just like a VCR.
Okay, I gotta send it to Ian Bobian, Fifafofian.
Peeing.
He's sucking on my bean and he's kissing on my meat. Okay, let's
Okay, Lynn. Okay, Lynn Manuel. Let's calm down, okay?
every day. Sorry, I'm waiting for it to show up for the folks at home. Folks at
Joppa?
home.
Joppa, it just gets me every time because there's a Joppa, Maryland.
Wow, there's also a Joppa case cut, so let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Salt Marsh, you know?
But you started Salt Marsh last time, didn't you?
No, I always do Joppa because it's the recommended place.
Japanese nuts.
Did you say Japanese nuts or Japanese nuts? Ohio,
Can
come
I
on.
take credit for both? Can I take credit for both?
Yeah, you can.
Ohio goes, oh!
Man, I finished that. I put this. I can't hold this off. I put this on next week's local chat. But I finished that Memories short films today.
Oh, is it good? It's good.
First of all, the first one, Magnetic Rose, is awesome. The second one about the stinky guy is pretty good. And the third one, Cannon Fodder, about the Cannon City, is awesome and cool. But I don't know why.
War is cool, man.
I
War is
want
cool.
I want a Cannon Fodder video game, but it's
called Steampunk.
but it's Foxhole.
Crossword.
So like
That's what Foxhole is, bro.
yes, Fox. Okay, I forgot in the Foxhole game we played that you live in a giant cannon city and you're shooting cannons at each other. No, I forgot that. I forgot that. That was it.
You want it because, but think about it. All of Foxhole, you have to do the front to back. So there's people who aren't even fighting that are just toiling away to support the war machine.
But I want the Cannon Fodder city. I want that on one side that you're like, you have your shifts at the cannon, building stuff, loading it up. People get to work on the giant one that shoots. You get the little one at your house that shoots. And then the other team, which you don't see in the short film, they're shooting at a mobile city. So the other team has a mobile city that they're like, they don't have, I assume they don't have cannons. So their whole thing is like making sure the treads are working, making sure the engines are like all that sort of stuff. So anyways.
I'm sorry, but Will.
What?
A second Chinese AI model has hit the internet.
Oh no. Is Nvidia still Nvidia still tanking?
Probably. But apparently this is very similar in performance to DeepSeek, but I don't know that they've said anything about their... Oh, sorry, I'm looking at it now.
Was the performance thing
similar.
the fact that it just like, it doesn't have that like environmental impact? Or...
Well, basically it comes down to the whole AI crowd. OpenAI, I forgot the guys that are doing Claude, etc. They have basically said, look, we can build these incredible things, but they require a shitload of hardware, and that's why everybody's buying NVIDIA GPUs, because the tensor cores, etc., are very good at AI cracking. And it requires a lot of them, and it requires constant compute. So that's why, Sam Altman just lobbied Trump to get a $500 billion grant to build out AI infrastructure, et cetera, right? And NVIDIA GPUs, the most intensive NVIDIA Tensor GPUs, are not allowed to be sold to China. So it's one of those things where for the US, they said, we are ahead of the technology, we have produced better technology, and we have undercut their ability to get to the hardware that will let them catch up. And it's so like prohibitively cost expensive that no other companies can catch up. Like even somebody like Meta or Google are struggling to make competent models compared to OpenAI or Claude, right? So it's one of those things where they got a great leap ahead. We've cut out the foreign market, and they've cut out competitors, and it's like it was kind of an AI monopoly growing, and that's what led to the huge surge in NVIDIA, because basically NVIDIA is the only one manufacturing decent chips to do the AI calculation on, and you have to buy a shitload of them to get AI models that are any good. So for investors, they're like, holy shit, NVIDIA is the future, right? They're the only ones building cars, and society wants to go everywhere, you know, that type of thing. The thing about DeepSeek is that they came out. DeepSeek came out from a company that is not even in AI research. They just said, hey, we have a research group that started playing around with AI models. They built one for about $6 million. And according to a majority of like the 20 or 30 metrics that are commonly accepted as testing of AI models, it is better than OpenAI and Claude 3.5. So it's like they came in at like 1% of the price, and it's open source. They open sourced the model and released it. So that's why everybody's like, wait a minute, you don't need a shitload of NVIDIA, and it really isn't that intensive, and OpenAI, etc. they don't have a monopoly on this anymore. So that's why everybody's been pulling out of the investment there. So yeah, it's wild. There's a little bit of contention though, because some people are saying that DeepSeek is lying about their numbers in terms of how much it costs them to make. They're also saying that they actually did use NVIDIA GPUs and Tensor cores to create it. They just can't openly say that they're doing that, because that would mean they violated, you know, U.S. export law to get the NVIDIA GPUs.
Gotcha.
So it is one of those things where people are like, okay, they're not quite telling the truth, but even if they're lying about some of it, it's still the fact that somebody can come out with a product that rivals OpenAI or Claude 3.5, which were the pinnacle, and nobody could compete with that before. And this model comes out of nowhere from literally a research group at a random Chinese company that's just like, oh, we built one that's like slightly better than yours for like nothing. It's like, oh fuck,
That's wild.
Yeah, it's kind of like it really is like the Manhattan Project, but more like the 50s and 60s, where before the US were the only ones that had a nuclear weapon, and they spent billions and billions of dollars developing it, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, India, Pakistan, Israel, all these other countries are just like, we have nukes now. Guess what? You're not the only one on the block anymore. And it turns out they're not that hard to make, you know? That's what it feels like we're at right now. And that's kind of the concern. But it's awesome. I've played around with it. Honestly, the best thing about DeepSeek is that the model's online, the model's available. Because it's so cheap, it's basically free. Like Claude 3.5 is very good, but within about 10 questions, they will say, hey, you can't ask any more questions for the next 12 hours because you've hit your daily limit, because it costs them money to run it, etc. But DeepSeek is so much cheaper that I had it build me a whole fucking website yesterday over like 30 different prompts, and it never hit a limit where it said nope, you're at your usage limit, either, you know, pay us $50 a month or get off. It never did that. And you can technically run it locally if you want to, which for like Claude 3.5 you can't run locally. So we talked about this off stream. For Dwarf Boys, we liked doing generative images, but that was kind of back in the Wild West before we really considered the ethical and moral concerns of using Midjourney or ChatGPT, where they have trained their models off of illegally obtained content, basically, for image generation, and for all their generation, basically. And we said if we ever wanted to get back to AI image generation, in order for us to feel comfortable with that, we would have to find a model that is trained completely on either public domain or permissive content. So you have a model to generate images, but it's only been trained on images that it's gotten permission to use or public domain. And then we would run the model locally and feed it all of our content. So we would have an offline model trained on Subpixel and then say, hey, we're going to start a new Subpixel series called, XYZ. What should come up with a thumbnail for it, and it would come up for it with us, etc.
Yeah.
That would be ethical AI models. And between Will's servers and my servers, we could technically do that. Because like we were just talking about Debian, like a lot of these you just spin up a Kubernetes container and deploy the model to it. And a lot of people are buying, those Raspberry Pi SBCs, like the compute modules.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people have been doing little home racks where they buy like 6 of those, and then you buy a board off of AliExpress that lets you slot all of those into a single board. And so therefore you get basically the 6 times the power of like a Raspberry Pi 5, and run a bunch of containers or whatever on it and use that as your AI module. And then you slap like a 1 terabyte or like a 512 gigabyte NVMe in it and use that as RAM for the model. So you could probably for like $500 build a pretty beastly local network AI model just for you.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. You wouldn't you'd still struggle a little bit with training it. Like if you needed to train content, it would take a while. But in terms of just having a model that was already trained and it's just generating responses, you could have one running really, really good on your local network.
Yeah, my other thought when like AI first came out was like, oh, if I'm running a D&D campaign, here's all my D&D campaign notes.
Yes.
I want the players to have a conversation with someone, like, or I've written this many characters. I want you to be my backup if they want to talk to someone who I haven't written out.
Yes. Or even for you, if you have a question, you don't have to Control F through a document. You don't have to look it up anymore.
Yeah.
The model is trained on your notes, so you can just ask it to be like, oh shit, what's Gerbil Gore's wife's name? And it's like, Gerbil Gore's wife is this, and she looks like this, So yeah, there are benefits to having a local AI model. And I'm trying to spend less money, but part of me is like, fuck, that would be a really cool project to build a little mini home lab server rack that just has AI models on it. For local use.
I know. I'm trying to figure out. I think I'm gonna build out a little, not server rack, because I don't think I'm gonna put it rack mounted, but I'm gonna put all of where the plug-in for my internet in my new place now. I'm gonna like have the NAS have a home there, have my little HP have a home there, and then like have a little monitor and keyboard and mouse like that I can pull out, and just like connect everything. Because I think I might.
That's a mini rack right there.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of videos of the 10-inch mini racks. So I was thinking about those.
Because then just put your portable monitor on it and your little Logitech keyboard and you're good to go.
Yeah. And then I was also thinking that could be near it because I've been on a YouTube Premium trial for a bit, for like a month, and it's great.
It's expensive, but it's worth it.
I know, it's so good. And I didn't realize it applies to all of the brand accounts that I run, which are the Subpixel accounts. So I didn't realize that. Yes. But I'm thinking if I don't feel like paying for it, I can have the PC there with YouTube on it and just like a uBlock Origin or whatever to watch YouTube off of.
Pi-hole doesn't catch the YouTube ads?
Yeah, Pi-hole doesn't catch YouTube apps, which is the whole reason I set it up, and then it wasn't working, and I was like, what's wrong with it? And I Googled it, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't catch it. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
Every now and then I accidentally use YouTube without my account logged in. It used to be a great deal because I would get YouTube Music and YouTube Premium together, but then they kept raising the price, and YouTube Music is shit. And now that I've switched over to Spotify, I still pay for it because it's expensive, but it is worth it, the amount of YouTube we watch. Like, I can't fucking handle the ads.
I was wondering if we could get away with I need to check the family plan pricing, like how many people we'd have to rope into it.
Is there a family plan for YouTube Premium?
Yeah.
Let me look up.
I'm just wandering in this game because I didn't start at the beginning place, and then they gave me this quest, but I have no idea where this. I need to go to the lair of the Ka, and I don't know where its lair is. So we're just walking around, we're having a good time.
They said, wasn't that a map you just looked at?
Yeah, but that is the map showing where I picked up the quest. Not where to go for the quest.
So the family plan is $23 a month, but it requires same residential address, so I don't think that's worth it. It's a true family plan, which sucks.
Well, how do they know you're at the same?
They just check your IP. You should be at the same subnet.
I didn't know.
But then the
anyone
other thing
else
is, like,
enforced that.
even if they're not enforcing it right now, you run the risk any day of them turning that enforcement on, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me look up how much YouTube Premium is. I feel like it's $15 now.
It's 13, I think.
It's 14 per month, $13.99.
Yeah,
You basically
because it's nice. I can get YouTube Premium through Verizon for $10 a month, which is actually
it's $140 for the year. Is like 11.
yeah.
Less than 12.
But I can still get it for 10 through Verizon. So I might actually end up signing up for that because I just took $10.
If you're watching a lot of YouTube, yeah, you should.
I mean, it came to the point where, like, I've been watching a lot of Smosh recently because I never watched them way back when. That a lot of people know them.
I know.
I've been watching.
I feel like I should watch them because I watch them a lot on TikTok, but I've never watched them.
Yeah, their recent stuff, their game stuff is really good. Their podcast is really good, and their improv stuff is really funny. So I've been watching that, but they have ads like every 5 minutes. YouTube pops an ad, and I'm like, I cannot deal with this.
It's
So,
too much.
Get the fuck out of there. I did not change this to case.
I'm trying to save money because I came across something the other day. I've been thinking about retirement. I think I mentioned this to you before, that I want to retire by the time I'm 50. Because fuck having a job, right?
It's awful.
And I came across this crazy thing the other day, but I did the math. It makes sense. And it basically says if you start at $0, if you start with $0, if you invest half of your take-home pay every month, so every month you take half of your take-home pay and you put that into the stock market. You put it into just a generic investment account in the stock market. As long as that account makes like the average, which is basically 8% per year, even with inflation, et cetera, as long as you put half your take-home pay in the market every month, you will have enough money to retire in 17 years. Which is crazy because right now, if I were to retire at the average age, which is like 63, then that means I have 28 years until retirement.
Damn.
Yeah, but it works out. The math works out. The math is basically like, you know, by putting 50% in it, you're reducing your expenses. You're also building up enough of an investment fund that when it gets to that point, you can live off the interest you make off of the account. So at that point, the account wouldn't even go down. It wouldn't grow any bigger, but it wouldn't get any smaller. You would just be living off the interest from each year.
That's wild.
But then here's the crazy thing. I was like, wait a minute. Maggie and we make pretty good money. And our mandatory expenses are not that much. Like, we buy a lot of dumb shit, right? Like Maggie gets packages from Temu like every fucking day, right? And I can't stop buying Lego sets, right? So then I put together a spreadsheet and I was like, okay, 50% savings means I retire in 17 years. And I was like, but I'm not starting at zero. I already have this much in my account. what if I save 60%? What if I save 70? What if I save 80%? And basically what I got to is roughly if I save like 70% of my take-home pay every month. So every month, the money I take home, 70% immediately goes in the investment account. And I have to live off the other 30%, which I can with my current mandatory expenses and like $100 of pocket change, right? Per month. If I make that happen, I can retire within 10 years or less, which means retire by 45.
Damn, that's wild.
And that's just me. So then I told Maggie this the other day, and I was like, if we really buckled down and just cut all unnecessary expenses, except for like I think we agreed like $200 per month of like discretionary spending, we could probably retire in like 7 years or something like that.
Damn.
But it means all this shit we're talking about where it's like, oh, I should build a NAS. Oh, I should build an AI model. You know, all this. Oh, I should buy this video game. So for the month of February, we're gonna try and spend as little money as possible. Outside of, we're gonna give February a test month of like, hey, can we make this work, or is it gonna drive us crazy? No unnecessary expenditures. I mean, we're gonna spend the same amount. Like we're not gonna go as restaurants. We're not gonna order out food as much, but we're gonna spend the same amount on groceries. We still have like the entertainment accounts, and things like that. But it's like, I'm not gonna buy random shit all the time. I'm not gonna buy Lego. I'm not gonna buy any video games. I've got plenty of video games I can play and stuff like that. So that's just what I mean by like, I'm trying to spend less money because we're at the point where if I could do that for like 5-6 years, I could just flat out fucking retire, which would be amazing.
Yeah, that's Karen's been doing that like high yield savings account stuff, and I think once we settle into our new place, I'm gonna open up one.
So those are good, but the problem is when I did the math, those get you like they're at like 4.3% right now, but inflation's like 2%. So really, you're only getting like 2 to 3% off of that. So it's one of those things where like your emergency fund keeping your high yield savings, but what we're starting to do is we have an investment account with Fidelity, and we're like, beyond the emergency fund, put all the money in there, because as long as you put it in like a generic index fund, like we're in QQQ or whatever, which is actually QQQ returned like 25% the last year. It averages like 12% per year or something.
I should have you look at. I've had one of my Red Ventures 401k just rolled over into its own IRA.
Wait, it went from a 401k to an IRA?
Yeah, because when I switched over to Fandom, it like discontinued it, and then I
guess that kind of makes sense.
And then I have the one from Fandom
there.
still. So it's through Fidelity. So I have like a large chunk of change sitting in these accounts. But I don't know.
You never invested. The 401k is not, or the IRA is not invested anywhere.
It was all doing it automatically. Like they're investing themselves. Okay, yeah. But I don't know. I need to go look at it because I don't know if since it rolled over, if it's investing itself again. It might just be sitting there. So I need to go look. But I'm not smart enough on any of that. I can't remember how to heal myself.
I'm not that smart either. I know when I did my research and people were like, hey, if you want like there's like safe ones which average like 5 to 8%. There was ones that are a little bit riskier that do like 8 to 12%, and QQQ is one of those where it's just an index fund. But they said the risk doesn't really matter as long as the money is in there long term. Like the Nvidia crash happened yesterday, and I lost money because of that. But it doesn't matter because I know I'm not going to touch that money for at least another 10 years. And over 10 years, it's going to recover. You know? So one day losses don't matter to me. Great job.
Bitten to death by a croc. Bitten to death.
Do you want to keep playing, or do you want to call it? It's up to you.
I can play something else. I'm gonna call it with Caves of Cud though.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. You're hosting.
Yeah, let's see. What I got on here.
It's between the two things that really hit me, and again, nowhere near an expert. I'm stumbling around here, but the two things that hit me were the number one. The best thing you can do is time in market beats time of market. I can't remember the saying, but basically the idea is if you just if you put money in the market and keep putting money in the market and just leave it alone over years and years and years, it is easier and you will have a much better return than trying to do day trading. And so that's why they're like, just pick an index fund, put your money in that, and just make sure to contribute to it every single month. So that's what you want to do with your investment account. That's what you want to do with your 401k, your IRAs, and your HSAs, is just put it in the market and don't touch it. And then always like contribute to it every month. So that's the thing we need to start doing is I got to set up like the automated thing in the bank where every month it'll like pull a certain amount from your bank account and automatically pull it in there.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But yeah, but that savings rate, that math just astounded me. Because like literally, if you're making $30,000 a year, as long as you're saving 50% of it, you will retire in 17 years. You know? So it's like, it doesn't matter how much you're making. You know? So between that and the market, I'm like, okay, if we got serious about this, we would be good. What is this?
This is the new game from Game Kitchen. They made Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2.
Oh.
And this is the Stone of Madness. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Stone of Madness. Gameplay modes. Balanced experience recommended by the developers. Let's go with that one. I just downloaded the demo today.
It is the year of our Lord 17.
You ever had Aldi wine?
No.
I write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad.
Existence, few know. Although I came here as a guest,
I am now
a prisoner. Monastic life goes on with apparent normality behind these walls.
Daddy needs some feast.
Hey, you're not going to be here on Friday for the watch party, right?
No, my parents are in town, unfortunately.
An order of His Majesty directed that a part of this monastery be dedicated
it's Maggie's birthday, so she's gonna be. Both of us are gonna be there watching VeggieTales. It'll be great.
Nice. I just found my my VeggieTales CD, which is it was a bunch of like Christian bands recorded like their versions of like VeggieTales songs.
A group of companions.
So it's like a lighthouse.
Yeah, it was like Reliant Case, Switchfoot, Jars of Clay.
Apparently, what is it? POD or System of a Down? One of those was a Christian band. I never realized.
POD was.
POD was? I never knew that because they were like a hardcore band to me. I mean, I enjoyed listening to it, but I was like, when I found that out a couple years ago, I was like, they were a Christian band this whole time? Wild.
Look at Grandma on the back. Wait for me, my toes.
Oh no, I now have 24 episodes of VeggieTales.
I'm glad everyone's like,
Shit,
hey, monks are cool.
These are not named correctly, though.
Asshole.
What's going on here? I've got a weird hat.
Oh.
Move it, woman. This will teach you not to hit and bite, you damn savage.
They've got two different art styles going on here. Have you noticed that? This art style looks great.
Arg, let me go for pity's sake. I swear to you, I do not know what you seek. If you leave me here, they'll hurt me. Let me go. Our orders are clear, and you cause enough trouble. Always crying wolf. How many times you had to come to your cell? You screaming your head off. This time it's true. They want to hurt me. They want something I don't have. They take me night when you're not watching. Ah, that's enough. Let's go. It's strange if the guards... What is this hat? It's taking an inmate anyway, and it's such a rush. Intuition. Need to turn V.
But then the game itself, this looks like a different art style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I sort of see what you mean. I think you're an idiot, but I sort of see what you mean. No, I'm kidding. really-
Fuck you, buddy.
Use. Press shift. With the guards and other people in the monastery will check during the cone of vision. Nevertheless, if you're committing an offense, such as rummaging through people's boxes. Man, this is so different from Blasphemous. Oh, I'm holding control.
I'm holding control. I'm holding control. I'm holding control.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of VeggieTales?
I mean, I liked it when I was a kid. Some good episodes. To open the gate, a security lever has been installed to the west of this square. This will prevent inmates from reaching the garden. Oh.
Damn, that first
Oh.
episode is from 1993.
Wow, really?
93 is Where's God When I'm Scared? December 21st, 1993.
There's God when I'm jerking it.
Watching.
Oh, I was supposed to sprint. Daddy was supposed to sprint. This is the demo, to be fair, so I don't know how long ago this came out versus the game came out. I'm running, Daddy's running. I made it.
Oh, Daddy running.
Oh, Daddy running. Oh, Daddy running.
That was
Is that
Oh
what they
Daddy
say?
Runnin' by Ian Gibson. Next up, we've got Suck Me Till I'm Dry by Kyle.
Tummy tummy.
Gummy Tummy. Did you listen to the
Gummy
latest Comedy Bang Bang?
Oh, from this week? No, but it's like 900, isn't it? Or whatever the ep is. It's breaking off another hundo with Andy Daly and Manzukis and
Oh, did they do that? It was
is that-
Manzukis, Daly, and Paul F. Tompkins.
Yeah, no, was it the Grizz? Do they have the Grizz on?
No, but they did like accidentally go through a bunch of different characters, which is pretty funny.
Oh god, that whole do you know about the Grizz?
No.
So do you know about Byron Dennison?
Byron Dennison.
So Andy Daly started doing this character a couple of years ago called Byron Dennison, and he's like this stuffy British guy, and he says, "I'm a royal watcher. I hide in the walls of Windsor Palace and watch the royals, and tell all the papers what they're doing, you know." But he's not a royal himself, and so in the middle of this episode with Andy Daly, Paul F. Tompkins, Andy Daly, Jason Mantzoukas, and Scott Ackerman. They're like, Andy Daly's like, I want to be a royal, so I have to marry into royalty. And he name drops this random princess, like Princess Catherine of Aragorn or something like that, you know, but it's a real princess. And he's like, I love her. I'm going to marry her one day and become a royal. And Jason Mantzoukas like Googles it quickly and he goes, she's already engaged. And he's like, what do you mean? And he goes, she's engaged to the Grizz? And it's a real person named the Grizz.
What?
Like on the Wikipedia page. And apparently he's some, I don't know. This is where I don't know if it's real or if it's fake, but he's a water polo instructor named the Grizz. And so they're laughing about it. And then later on in the episode, Paul F. Tompkins butts in and he goes, well, it's I live and breathe, Byron Dennison. And everybody's like, excuse me, who is this? And he goes, you know me, I'm the Grizz. And like, he comes up with the character live. And it's incredible, and it's become this thing where it's Byron Dennison and the Grizz facing off against each other. And at one point they have like a water polo fight and I think he accidentally drowns the Grizz on Wet Day. Have you heard about Wet Day yet?
No.
Wet Day? I
Oh,
can't remember the
no.
origins. It's happened 3 or 4 years in a row now, but Wet Day is a made-up holiday in like April where they're like, hey, today's a great day to get wet. Go in the pool, have fun. And they're just like, happy wet day. Tell me about your favorite wet things. And
What?
comedy thing make is so good.
It's really funny. There was something. The problem is, you're really good at remembering bits. I like listened to the whole episode today, and I can't remember much from it. But although I did also finish.
I try to. It's one of my pay attention podcasts if I can.
I listen to an older, because I'm in the 140s is where I'm listening usually, and they had Weird Al on, and they had, I don't remember what the lady's name was, but she was playing Liza Minnelli, but she wasn't like, it was like older Liza Minnelli who like didn't know where she was, so they kept like, hey, turn down her headphones, and they would like talk about her and stuff, and then she'd be like, Todd Glass was there, but she kept thinking it was Alan Thicke, so she'd go, Alan. Oh,
Todd
so
Glass has he talked about reverb? Todd Glass.
No.
He has this thing where I can't remember when he brought it up, but it comes up every episode he's on now, where he's like, I love reverb. He's like, I used to have this stereo home system, and it would let you add your own reverb, and I would just add a little bit of reverb to every song I was playing, and it made it sound so much better.
Oh
and
yeah, they did add reverb to people in the episode, so
yeah,
makes sense.
And then he talked about how he had a party, and he was like, I had a party at my house, and I hired a drummer, and the drummer just played along with the songs on the stereo, and it sounded so much better. And it's like he's not playing a character, but he's just so weird that like he had a party at his house, and he hired a drummer just to play the drums along with the stereo. It's like, it's just so weird.
I got the key.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was a pretty funny episode. This week. Okay, let me get the fuck out of here. This is neat. I would start this over and pay attention, but I like this so far. This isn't the type of game I normally play.
Don't you hate when you download something? I mean, get something and it goes into Plex, but it's not named properly, so now you gotta fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have all these Veggie Tales, and it just says episode 1994, 1995, 1996. And I have to correct it. Okay, let's see if I can correct this.
This place is extremely unnerving. But that's Italy for you. Or wherever I am. Each protagonist has a series of negative disorders that define them. For instance, Alfredo's sanity will decrease every time he's near a violent situation or a corpse due to his Christian belief. Ugh, that is a detriment. Christian belief. I do like this, like, alt-click on this guy to see his
what he's doing.
Vision cone. Okay, I have to go over here and hit this button.
In Plex, when you do like the analyze thing on something, what does that actually do?
I don't know. I think it's checking. Well, it depends. You don't have. Do you have Pro or do you have a lifetime?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that might, if you do that, that might do like beginning credits, end credits stuff, intro, outro.
Oh, gotcha.
It's funny. I watch a lot of like if I miss a Pay Money Webby stream, there's a guy who runs an archive, just like a basic HTML website, and so I'll like download off of there and throw it onto my Plex in my other videos, and on some of those it'll get to like 20 minutes left, and it'll just pop up skip credits, and I'm like, come on, like, you know, there's no credits in this thing. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is not right.
I pushed a button. Uh-oh. I hear a little girl. Over here, Hat Man. There's a little girl in there.
There's a little girl.
I'm a little girl. Oh, what's this? I feel like there's not too many games that have done it. But the blasphemous aesthetic of, I forget what it's called. You know, it's like that Spanish, in Spain, the like type of Christian belief with like all the flagellant and all that sort of stuff.
Flagellation, yeah.
Yeah, what's that? But I can't remember what it's specifically called. But I love that like aesthetic in Blasphemous, so I hope they do some more of that today.
Yeah.
I can use a blessing skill. Jesus Christ. Ugh, that was terrifying. I lost a crucifix.
To the gallery.
I clicked on this and I said, "Ooh, Lord!" Like that looks like so much written there. To the gallery. Oh fuck. I mean, we can call it there, folks. That was Dwarf Fortress, Caves of Cud, and a little bit of the Stone of Madness. Honestly, the Stone of Madness game, I might finish out this demo at some point.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is neat. Go Game Kitchen. That is Tuesday. You got 3 games. I apologize for that. Yes, I'll exit. Let me switch over to the 2cam. Ian, thanks for being here and hanging out. It was fun to see some Dwarf Fortress and some Caves of Cud. This music's epic for this outro. We will be back on Thursday with Best of the Yearies, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about all the games we loved from 2024. I'm really excited for that because that means after that I can stop worrying about playing games for 2024. I think our list is pretty solid.
You're not all. I don't want to say caught up, but you're not.
No, I put like 45 minutes into 1,000 Times Resist, and I want to put. I'm debating either putting more time into it or refunding it and just buying it again at a later date. But
honestly, since you're moving, I was doing it while ripping Blu-ray discs because it's perfect to sit down and play for like 45, 50 minutes at a time, and then you go away, do other stuff, and then you come back in 45, 50 minutes. I think you're in the perfect space for it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to talk negatively about it on Thursday. I'm really gonna.
Nothing negative, actually. It's all positive.
I actually don't have anything. I mean, there's negative things I could say about it, but they don't mean anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it has negatives, but it's one of those games where it's not perfect. It has problems.
It
but
looks
it vastly outweighs it.
It looks like a modern Game Freak Pokemon in a bad way.
Yeah.
And
the cinematography and editing makes up for that.
Yes,
for sure.
1,000%.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Anelia Willa, for following. I don't know if that's from YouTube or from Twitch, but thank you.
I think
just
it's
popped
YouTube.
up.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Thursday, and then Sunday will be more Dorcas Dungeon. We beat the boss, the Necromancer. That run at the end of there was crazy awesome. And I'm waiting for Jason to watch it and tell me about it, because you should watch like the last 20 minutes of that stream. It was crazy. So yeah, we'll be back. Subpixelfilms.com. Check out all of our content. And Sunday I should be streaming out of my new apartment, hopefully, if all goes well.
Exciting.
Thank you, Ian, for being here. Thank you, Will, for being here. Thank you, me, for being me. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.